So Trinidad and Tobago, you have heard it for yourself, right? Every one of these young men here from Northeastern Settlement, New Pine Settlement in Sandy Grande would have gone through some type of trauma with some of the officers in the Sandy Grande police station. And we are calling on the Commissioner of Police and those in authority to help us save them. Right? We are not fighting against the police service. We need them to protect us. But at the end of the day, if the police themselves coming at us, giving them gun, giving them all kind of bad case, how will the future generation survive? We need help. Before my very eyes, I saw our officer Lemuel Cortez victimize my son, abuse him, lock him up, beat him, kick him like a dog on the road. And nothing, I can't say nothing come out of it. But the Saturday after Carnival, the same senior superintendent I was trying to talk to since the Friday before Carnival to prevent this from happening, he could have found me in front of my door, sent officers in front of my door this Saturday to take a statement. So you see, the police and them know exactly what's taking place, you know. You understand? But I believe it had to be a friend or a family. And what is happening here is well and just because you're saying these people and them in gang. And it's easier to kill them because they're in a gang and nothing comes out of it. But who is really in a gang? I live in Northeastern Settlement. Everybody here, mother, father, uncle, brother, sister, and then everybody live in Northeastern Settlement. So then everybody in the back here in a gang. The police is trained to investigate who is gang leaders from who is not gang leaders.
Correct.
Why aren't they just doing their job the correct way? When you want to come and harass them, you beat them up, you're planting on them, and you say they're in a gang. Look, my son, he was abused, right? And from a long time, he's been harassed by Officer Lemuel Cortez. And they keep telling him he in 6's gang, he in 9's gang, he in the Muslim gang, he in all the gang. Right? And then they come and they take a picture of him. As the picture that they took is what raised my suspicion because I tell myself they was coming at him. You understand? Why? Why do that to the youths? Tell me. Why damage the future generation? Now, me saying they don't have crime, you know. Not everybody bad, good, you know. It have good and it have bad. Likewise, it have good police and it have bad police. But we are asking, we are calling on the Commissioner of Police to step in. And those in authority, and those officers, some of the officers in the Sandy Grande police station, especially the task force unit, some of them need to be fired, not transferred, from what I see. Because let me tell you this, who in the kitchen does feel the heat? And I have heard a lot of people complain about some of the officers in Sandy Grande police station. And not until when it hit home. And I see for myself what Lemuel Cortez did to my son. And when other people rise up to tell him he was wrong, they see what he do. He beat them and give them charges.
Correct.
This is my son's first case. My son's first case. Standing in Sandy Grande line with his peers. And I am calling on the Commissioner of Police. All they just get the footage. Get the footage. And all they will see for all yourself. Stop them rogue cops and them from damaging the youth. People tired. People fed up. I haven't slept in days. Because I studied when they're coming to kill my child. I don't want what happened in Road 3 to happen in my house. The police will come and kick down your house, shoot your children, and say you had, take your camera and say you had guns and ammunition. We're already going on in TNT. You know how much days I reaching out? You know how much days I crying out? If I did not see what Lemuel Cortez did to my son, I would have never been here. And when I tried to speak to the inspectors, the person in charge of task force, they disappeared. Now when my video, I decided to make a video on my own. And it reached out there, it turned the right heads. But the right heads taking too long. By the time when I reach 3/4 of the youths, either they're in jail because they get set up for drugs, guns and ammunition, or they're dead. Oh God, somebody, Madam Commissioner, help me please. Those in authority, oh God, not because we're in a settlement in a poor area. We are humans too, we need help. We all ears. We all ears, come out and help us. They're planning to kill the youths and them. It's easier to kill them, set them up, plant drugs on them, than to do their work the correct way. Oh God, why? Why? Tell me why. I can't sleep in the night. I don't be worried for my son. Worried about my son, oh God, where the justice, where the help. Everybody here crying out. Everybody from different homes and different streets. Some who want to come out, some who frightened. Because if they come out here, they will get a death. Yeah. Oh God, what is that? Oh God, somebody do something, we're begging. No much of them walk up to me and cry, plenty of them walk up to me. Miss Lady, use the lady on Facebook. Lemuel Cortez do me this. Lemuel Cortez do me that. Then this other officer, the amount of names they're calling from me, I don't even know some of them police, but they're calling the names, I know them by face. They're complaining. I alone can't do it. They can complain to me. My mouth big. I will tell somebody to tell somebody, but who protecting us? Tell me, who protecting us?
Yeah, what's going on?
As a mother, as a single mother, and a mother of the community, we are asking Mr. Fitzgerald Hines to address this situation, please. We need help. Don't just look at us as downgrade. We are humans. And the injustice that is taking place on some of us, oh God, it's overbearing. So we're calling on Mr. Fitzgerald Hines, please intervene and help us. As a mother, I was talking to this other mother here, she telling me she can't sleep at night. She worried. If it is that they are saying, as I said before, that these people are in gangs and they are in crimes, come and do a proper investigation. We're not trying to cover up for nothing or to stop nobody from doing a proper investigation. Come and do a proper investigation. Weed out the sheep from the goat. And find out who it is. All you have intelligence. You all were trained. You all were trained to fight crime. And you all were trained to fight crime. Use that intelligence to help us. As the young man said on TikTok, you cannot take a dirty mop to clean white tiles.
No, at all.
Please help us. Please, we're calling on those in authority, help us, because they're coming, you know. They're coming. They're coming because they get away with one on road 3. They get away with one on road 3 and natural death. And they're coming again. Now let me tell you this. When these officers planting on people's children and do them wickedness, I, as a mother, will fight the way I know how by hitting social media, going and talk to TV6, CNC3. But some of these people are not inciting crime. Wouldn't take that. So when the officer and feel they're fighting crime and they with their comrades, what about when Mr. Officer go home to his family? He is also putting his family in danger. So you're not fighting crime. You're creating crime. And it's about time all you stop. I pray that this go worldwide and everybody hears. All you have to stop it. All you have to stop it. Stop doing that. Do all the work the correct way. We are not against the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. We are not. God hear me. We are not. We just want peace in our life and we just want them to do the right thing. Do all their work the right way and stop setting up people's children. Stop beating them. Stop abusing them. Stop tasing them. Stop doing them all kind of wickedness and stop planting things on them that they don't have. And when all they're done, all they're going and swear before the magistrate to give evidence and sinking people's children in jail. The parents have to go and find money to get bailer, to pay lawyer. Oh God, there's more separation again. And all your home, nurturing all your own children in a nice way, so that I'm hoping that they come up in a nice way, and while other people's children rotting away in the jail. Is that fair? Mr. Fitzgerald Hines, please. You see this Sandy Grandy police station? There are good officers, and there are bad officers. There are rogue officers. And it's not today we complaining. Right? I only come out here and complain because it happened to my son, so it bites me. And I feel it in my groin. Because I see what Lemuel Cortez did to my son. I can imagine what they would have done to others. That is not right. Well, they had to help us. Look, we out here now, talking to the media. We could be dead by tonight.
Correct. Correct.
My son could be going to work and bam, somebody shoot him. I could be going to work and somebody kill me. But hear what? If God can bring us to it, He can bring us through it.
Correct.
And if we go to stop here, we will be like a rock between a hard place. So we can't give up. Because if we give up and we stay still, they will still come and kill me. So we have to press on. We have to fight back. And we're fighting back the best way we know how, by coming to the media. We're coming to the Trinidad and Tobago government. We even calling on Mr. Keith Rowley. Oh God, help me now. Help the children and them now. Oh God, help them please now. Sometimes some of them may have money to go to school. This morning we wanted to go in Port of Spain in front of CNC3 head office. But some of them have not money to reach there. So when Moses can't go to the mountain, we had to bring the mountain to Moses. Oh God, help me now, please. Oh God, what we going to do again? So long I'm waiting for the police to come and plant drugs on we children. Or and we beat we up and kill we, and nothing come out there because why? It is alleged we are in a gang.
Try using camera and they're taking it when they come.
They try using camera and they're taking it when they come before they come in the act.
But they still have cameras when they take already.
My camera still in the station.
Imagine
5 cameras.
Imagine all the camp on the body camera, but all the camera people place inside the house and take the camera. What is really going on? So what is we protection? Because we can't have no gun. You understand me? We have money to build big wall like all that. We can afford all the cheap camera. When they come out, they go take now, boy. So what is we protection, boy?
Police come by me about 6 or 7 times for the year. Ain't get nothing. You know the last time they come, they set up me and my family.
And take the camera. They still have the camera. So what is that? What is that?
So
what
then,
you could see on my camera to lock me up for?
So then tell me this. We had to be afraid of the bandits. We have to be afraid of the bandits and also the police too. I thought the police service was to protect and serve, fight justice. So then some of the officers, I can't say all because not all police bad. So some of the officers and the bandits hugging up each other. That's not right, oh God. All we want to do is live peaceful, you know. Look, the young man talk about his shed. They come and they break it down, right? They didn't even give him a chance. They break down the shed. Right. Give him a chance, come and investigate if he's selling drugs, if he's selling marijuana, and then you go with the shed. But the young man say, trying to survive.
You can't go with the shed neither because your work as a police is not to break nobody's shed. That is LSC.
So they're breaking block shed. How they put the block 10?
Yeah. They have a big shed on the block.
They have a shed on the block. They have a tent in the block. How they move them things?
The next thing I want to bring to their attention, all the time the police come by me, I ask them for a copy of the warrants.
I get.
Never getting a copy of
well,
the
last time
but
I asked,
always some run around and some kind of when they reach in the station, when they reach in the station and they asking.
Your name? Your name? No, just the first name.
I used to I live in a market store, was on the way to make money and thing because they're saying we're criminals and thief and all kind of thing, but we're trying to show them that we're not that. So we've been at a store and on Friday, Lemuel Cortez come by the shed and he and 4 police officers rocket until it's 5. I then wanted to go out and tell them nothing because I know up here I know street light nothing. It just be real dark in the night. And I know if I go out, all kind of things gonna take place. They're gonna beat me up and do all kind of things. So I just watch them and I don't like that because we sweat, we do all kind of things. We went quite so to get material and all kind of thing to build that shed and they come and break down that. The what we do now. What we supposed to do? If that's what we make money, what we supposed to do? If they break down, we shed. Now we have to go back and do all kind of things and come and build back there.
What are you going to sell on the shed?
Pimento, tomatoes, chive, and total and juice and snack and thing. That's how we garden planting up in the garden to go and see it.
Ari.
Then mention the name of the place.
Yeah, the name of the place,
Yeah. And mention Sandy Garden.
Yeah.
Mention Sandy Garden. Police, right? Okay.
Let me charge your PNH, please. No. Hold on, please.
They will say police from outside, yeah.
Second.
Let go talk to Lord,
please. Stay quiet.
That's true.
Your name, where you living?
Alright, good evening. My name is Arian Miguel, 27 years of age. I live in Northeastern Settlement. new settlements Sandy Granny. For the longest while we've been victimized by Sandy Granny officers at the Sandy Granny station. Sandy Granny police into a lot of corruption. And in a kind of way, if you're not under the corruption, they will advantage you. And that's what we're going through. You understand? For the longest while, they come around with certain things like gang thing, they say we stealing cars, they say we robbing people, all kind of things that they say about we. But they ain't highlighting, we created new settlement. All the work for over 2 years and something, Calco doing in the back here, is we doing it. I can get a little work when we done, we go and take a little walk and see the auction and see the amount of work for over 2 years and something. I know if they feel we're working for thank you, but money we're working for so we could afford to have little cars and little things we have. You understand? Lemuel Cortez squad particularly.
Correct.
I don't know if they hire them to be the hitmen in Grandy, but they have a way about them. They take you right through. I know when if you're chatting an officer, they'll lock you up and they charge you one time. You understand me? Mm-hmm. But how it is an officer could chat you every day of your life? You understand me? How them could chat you every day of your life and it's nothing. Now we complaining, we making complaints, we making certain reports, we go into the PSB, we go into PCA, and we calling the commissioner of police to give you a little assistance. Please, we begging and asking, give you a little assistance, please. Because what is it they say going on? Not really going on. You understand me? What it is they say going on? Not really going on. The victimizing we. And we find it's for a time, we get some kind of assistance from the Commissioner of Police on Sandy Granny Police. Sandy Granny Police overdoing it. And we need assistance. You understand? We need assistance. We asking for help. We's not no thief, we's not no gang leader, we don't have nothing in the back here. You understand? There's years we're going through this no much case, it are plenty youths, it are one youth. The real victimized, real bad case, gun case, shots, weed, all kind of thing they're giving them, spoiling the youth's future. So they can't end up with a good work like them. You understand? Plenty of the cases is bad cases because they just get dismissed by the magistrate when they realize they're not coming to court and they're not taking interest into the case. Plenty of them cases bad cases. And we really fed up. We really fed up. You understand? It's time we need some help. We need some help in the back here. They're doing all kind of things. All kind of things they're doing me. If we had a little heighter money, we'd have get blind. If we had a little heighter money, we'd have get blind. Just like the next gang leader out there. He have a heighter money. The same way in gang. It have a gang leader out there. Big wall around the place. 150 men linemen there when the day come. Correct. You understand me? Look, 2 jeep now passing. Other pass their shit and I'm sure if we pass they have about 15 men sit down out there. You understand me? All the youths wrong there. Charge for shooting, they charge for rape, they charge for robbery, they charge for all kind of things. All these youth races stand up here with a placard that don't have a charge. And Grandy police trying to put charges on them right now. You understand? They're trying to put charges on them right now. None of these youths here don't have a charge for no robbery, no shooting, no shots, nothing. They're planting garden and they're working. And Grandy police trying to set them up. Grandy police trying to set them up. You understand? We need some kind of assistance. We're calling and begging for the commissioner of police to transfer some in Grandy police.
Yeah, transfer.
That's what we're begging for, to transfer some of them. Because we're fed up. Can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. They're getting a whole salary from the government and they still have to pay them to protect you.
Yeah, we cannot sleep.
We fed up on that.
Yeah, we fed up. Yeah, no,
you understand? They're going and getting jobs certain places and coming and bringing it for you to sell.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to sell it, it's bad case.
Yes.
You're getting bad case. No if, no but, no maybe. You don't have none of the commissioner, the prime minister, the president, and nobody to see you get a bad case.
Ryan, hey, come.
Hi, good day, children and people. My name is Miss Edward. Right? And we all are here. We live in Northeastern Settlement, the new settlement, right? And we're just doing a follow-up, right, as to what's taking place in Northeastern Settlement, right? No, we are not here to fight against the police. We are not here to fight. We just want the whole world to know what some of these young men are facing under the hands of some of the officers at the Sandy Grande police station. Right? So here we have them, some with their placards, right? Saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. Because they all would have went through some kind of problem, victimization with some of the officers. Not all of the officers. We are not targeting the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. We are not targeting the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. But some of the officers, their actions have caused a lot of strife in people's lives. Right? A lot of heartache and pain. Some of them would have been locked up and stuff would have been planted on them. You understand? A lot of injustice have been taken on some of them, and some of them are about to share their stories. And we want this thing to go for the, we're trying to call on the commissioner. Ma'am, we need your help. We need you to step in and deal with some of these crimes. Right? We need you. We need the Prime Minister and all to intervene. Because it's too much. They are saying it's too much. My son, before my eyes, went through trauma with Officer Lemuel Cortez before my eyes. So I know how it felt. I know how it felt, so that is why I am here. I didn't ask for all of this. They met me, they came to me and they complained. Right? I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm not trying to be famous. But the people are suffering under the hands of some of the officers in Sandy Grande Police Station, and we need the attention of the right people. So help us, please. Because it is easier for them to say that these young men and them in gang and come and kill them. We have seen it before our very eyes. It is easier for them to come and plant guns on them, plant weed on them, than for them to do their work the proper way. Come on, we need help. Somebody help us. Somebody hear us, please.
And they got to come in my direction, and I backtrack away from the situation. And that they got to put me to the ground, and I jumped to the ground and started beating on their back up. The soldiers was passing to the crowd, they also joined. They arrested me and said that I was obstructing justice, and they just told I had nothing on me, I had no weed. They charged me. They said that I was going to take us to court. They said we were to go to court Tuesday, and they never come for us. No one ever came and carried us. Not until Tuesday. When we get bail, I will kill.
Right?
Hi, my name is Jabari Francis. I live in the settlement area. Monday the 12th, carnival morning, Duvet morning, I was outside enjoying myself with my peers, and my mother was around too. And Officer Lemuel Cortez was coming through with his batch in a line. And he touched the officer in front of me with the baton, and he pointed me out in the crowd. And the officers of them came towards me. He take the baton and chuck it up on my neck, and he let me know he going and kill me. And after dead and all kind of thing. Same time my mother running here now, and she asking about what's going on, what are you doing, my son? He started to push up my mother with the baton and thing. He come back and hit me the baton in my belly, and all the officers saw me, and that was it. They really beat me.
Trinidad and Tobago. Recently, an incident happened involving my son, where it is alleged that he was beaten very badly by officers of the Sandy Grande police station, led by a particular officer who it is said that he is known to be very wicked and always involved in wickedness. Name always call for wickedness. If he was a watch, his name sounds like a watch. Those in Sandy Grande area would know the individual I speak about. It is alleged that he lead a team of officers. They went in a particular area where my son was. He went to check a friend to borrow some money. It came to my understanding that's what happened. He recently had gotten a job, and went to the area. I don't know, I was not there. He didn't call me before he went there. I even told him that. I said, why you didn't call me, why you didn't ask me, why you didn't, ask somebody else. But however, he went to check that friend to borrow the money. And as it is, the officers came there because the place is known to be a block by the police officers. It is made to be a block by the police. There is no law stating that a normal person like me cannot go there. There is no law stating that I can't stand there. And however, they came and they met him there. Who is you? What are you doing here? Whatever. He tried explaining to them that he came to borrow some money, whatever. As I understand that one of them hit him and he retaliated, which I know he would do because, he don't take lash from nobody. However, the officers and them then proceeded to jump on him and kick him. They kick him all over his body, all in his head. They hit him gun butt in his head. To top it off, they pepper spray him in his eye. Then they stood there and they laugh and they build their Jones. They get a joke off my son. Then they carry him in the cell, lock him up there, didn't give him any water to wash his face, to wash his body from all the things that he went through, the trauma. Right now, my son is badly traumatized. He's in a lot of pain. He had burst and stitch. He has all his lip pus in the top and bottom, his teeth broken. He has marks all here, blue-black marks all in his face. He has pain all over his body. And you know what I told him? I told him to leave it alone. The weapons that we warfare is not carnal, but it is mighty. I told him to leave him alone. To the officer who know himself, your name sound like a watch if it was a watch. You know yourself. You're doing wickedness out here to people. You're known for wickedness. This is what people have to say about you. When you die, this is what people will say about you. I glad that bitch dead. That's what people would say about you. Remember that. All your children going and hear about you is the wickedness that you do to people. And you know what is the sad thing? This is what I want to tell you. Your generation going and drag and suffer for your wickedness. Being the spiritual person I am, you mess with my son. And there is no laws under the Constitution stating that spiritual backlash is against the law. Understand this. The weapons of my warfare is not carnal. And it is mighty. I don't know if you might say in God or the devil. But what I could tell you is that I know very well how to return people darkness unto them. And you are putting darkness out into the world, mister. And I could help return it unto you. Because I understand my authority to speak on life and death. Every time I address the highest tribunal court of the spiritual realm, I know my authority to speak life and death. And what I'm telling you today, mister, is that you and your generation will suffer and drag. And don't think you could see me and intimidate or scare me. Because to die is a must. I am not afraid. Are you scared? Are you scared of what will come to your generation, to your children, what will happen to them because of your darkness? Because trust me, there are people who could dig your darkness straight from the underworld and bring it to you. Stop messing with people's children. You don't know who people is. Don't interfere with people's children. You don't know me, and my relatives don't know me. Understand this. Do not mess with the people, the wrong people, children, mister. I've spent my time on TikTok here being a light worker. Do not make me have to return your darkness unto you, mister. Stop going around and interfering with people's children. That is not nice. Take this as a warning from God to change your life. Change your ways. Change the way that you're dealing with people. You and that team of officers that did that wickedness, go and repent. Because your darkness will surely return unto you. And when you see sufferation come into you and yours, you'll wonder why. But remember, I tell you this. It's because of the darkness that you're planting out into the world. You give me and any other spiritual worker the authority to return it unto you. This is a warning. Take it from God and change your life. Stop, officers, stop doing people wickedness. That's not nice. I don't talk.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Miss Edwards.
And for the longest while, my son have been coming home and complaining about being harassed on the streets by officers of the Sangre Grande police station, and especially one called Officer SRP, Officer Lemuel Cortez. So on Thursday night, he was being harassed by the officers and them, and somebody managed to take a video of them doing so and sent it to me. So upon viewing the video, I saw where they took his name and his address, and one of the officers took a picture of him. So it's the picture part was playing on my mind, right? So I went to bed. I didn't sleep. I keep studying why take his picture. So I decided to go to the Sangre Grande police station to speak to an inspector to get some clarity on why the constant harassment from the officers, and especially this one called Lemuel Cortez. I was unfortunate. I wasn't able to speak to any of them, so I did went down to Standard of Bureau. They told me that is a procedure and that I'll have to come back to Sangre Grande station and speak to an inspector. I tried doing so, but because of the carnival situation, they say all the officers are out. I said, okay. But on Juve morning, my son met his fate in terms of where the incident would have taken place between him and Lemuel Cortez. So I was standing in Sangre Grande opposite Charon's Mall, in front of Charon's Mall, and I saw Officer Lemuel Cortez walk in the direction of my son and hit him a baton to the neck. And when I saw what he did, I ran in the direction and I asked, well, what's going on here? Why you hit him? And with the same breath, he hit him another baton to the belly and pulled him towards him, started beat him on his head. And before, in a snap, he was surrounded and by other officers, and he was being beaten, taken advantage of by the officers, whilst Officer Cortez trying to hold me back from getting in the circle to save my son. So then when I turned and I told him, I said, that is my son, and I saw what you did. Why are you doing him that? His whole appearances changed. Then another young man who was standing there turned and he said, officer, I see what you do. The young man stand up there, he didn't do you nothing, and you start to beat him just so. All the police wicked. What the boy do? They turn and they lock up the young man and haul them to the station. Well, of course, I followed them. While they were in the station, they searched them. They found what all I see they find on my son was a cell phone and his wallet, which they handed to me. So I started quarreling. They tell me I can't make no noise in the station. Get out of the station. I tell them, no, I'm not quarreling. I am inquiring as to what is taking place with my son. Then an officer come and tell me, ma'am, you're making things worse for yourself. Leave the station and come back after the juve done. Upon doing so, and I inquired about what is taking place with my son. They say he's been charged with resisting arrest and having a weapon. My son didn't have chance to resist anybody because on site, the abuse starts by Officer Cortez, right? And a lot of people have been coming home and complaining about what Officer Cortez did to them, right? This officer name have been calling in a lot of things as to where children have been abused by him. So when my son was released on Thursday evening and we were at home, he told me, say, Mommy, the officer threatened to kill me. He tell me he must kill me. And that he just dream he running me down to kill me. So here am I hoping, making this video and hoping that it reach in the eyes of those in authority and especially the Commissioner of Police. Because right now, we are looking for protection from the officers of the Sangre Grande police station because a lot of things have been happening to people children, and the strange thing have been happening to people children in the back here, and I don't want that to happen in my house. And I am looking for help. So I pray that this video, or let's share this video, and it reach in front of those in authority and they could look into this matter. Because right now I am very uncomfortable and I'm afraid of what could take place. So please share this video and I hope that it reach in front of the minister, the Commissioner of Police, and those in authority because I'm frightened for my son's life and my life. Please, somebody, anybody, share this live. Please and thanks. Trinidad and Tobago, good morning. So I was warned by a friend of mine who works at the Sandy Grande police station to be very careful with Lemuel Cortez and his comrades, because he and they are enraged because I come out here and say what it is he did to my son. So his remarks were, it is alleged, that I coming out here and talking a sort of effing shit, and just now I'll be coming out here and holding my head and bawling for my son. So you see why I have to come out here and ask for protection for me and my son from the Sandy Grande police station, from the officers of the Sandy Grande police station. You see why? This man doing people train all kind of thing. Now you're targeting my son because you want to kill him, right? Because I come out and talk, because I see what you did. So here what? If I have to go to the commissioner of police, I am going to do so. If I have to end up in front of a Rowley office, I am going to do so. I am not going to allow you to come and kill my son and plant drugs in my house. You have to be mad. Now, Trinidad and Tobago here, they said, this is not the first time this happened to my son, you know. I remember when he was about 14 years, he was coming home. And Hakeem Blake and other officers pulled on them and decided to search them. And because my son pulled out his phone to videotape what taking place, Hakeem Blake put my son's phone in the bush, jack him up, search him out, and hit him a cuff, cock his gun in his face. And he said, when he get the lash, he said he see black. And from since then to now, my son has complained with head problems. And he said when they was about to put up, he asked the officer to hand him something. And when the officer handed him it, and as he was about to put it in the child bag, someone of the neighbors in that four corner road C was peeping. And the female officer said, hey, somebody watching her. That's how the man should take back out whatever, the thing in the black bag, what was going and put in my son's book bag. And I just thank God for whoever that person is. I just thank God that at times I go out there to ask who is the person. Let me give them a 2 months worth of grocery for saving my child life. Because also my son will have a gun case and lost away in jail. So it's a continuous thing with all you going around and doing people trying wickedness and hiding behind the law, perverting the law. And people mustn't come out here and talk for their rights. People mustn't come out here and talk for their rights. And to my surprise, Lemuel Cortez and Hakeem Blake is good friends. You understand? So you're talking about I coming out here and talking a set of shit. And just so I go be holding my head on the same social media bawling for my son, I'm not taking that. I will fight and save my son's life. You're not going to come in my house and kill my son and plant drugs in my house. Who the hell you feel you is? Who the hell you feel you is, Lemuel Cortez? And your comrades were working alongside there doing people trying wickedness. I hear you wasn't back up here yesterday in rage. Getting on bad. And looking in every corner. I'll tell you something. God don't sleep, you know. If I have to go to the commissioner, I am going to go. If I have to go to Mr. Rowley, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, I'm going to do so. You're not going to take my son's life. I am not going to you see why watch that woman on the road, she ball for she son? I don't want to be like that. So I am going to go to lengths. I'm going to do what is necessary to save my son from you. And the other officers in the task force. You can't be so wicked. I see what you do, my son. And other people see what you do him. And when all they done beat him, the child say he complaining with pain in his head, all in his groins. All they refuse to take him to the hospital because all they know is a long holiday. Drove him morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He come out quite Thursday. Already denied him the rights to come to the hospital because he was complaining with pain in his head. He thought he wasn't able to breathe and pain in his groin. So they're trying to cover up all the track and hiding behind the police service. No, I'm not having that. So I was sitting down having a heart-to-heart talk with my son. Asking him about the experience inside of there and how he felt. And if he was praying. And he watched me. He said, Ma, I pray like I never prayed before. He said, and I thank God it has prayed for me. Don't feel I don't hear you when you're praying early in the morning and asking God to cover us from the wicked elements. Then he went on to tell me, he said, ma, when I go in there and I sit down and everybody talking to each other and we're making friends and things, when I tell the fella my name, he said, what? He said, use DJ Barry. He said, boy, what you coming here for? He said, the police beat me and they locked me up. He said, well, boy, you was supposed to get a gun. He said, he hear the police and them talking. Hey, they was saying, hey, look, Jabari outside, you know. I said, right. They want to give him a gun. He said, he hear them talking. My belly boil. I feel weak. I feel weak. He said, mommy, you know what's the hard part? The same gun they was going to give me, they end up giving the same fella who tell me. He said, when the boy come back in the prison after he went in front of the magistrate, he said, the fella started to cry. He said, oh God, mommy, I help him cry too. So you telling me, now I know it are people out there that be doing wrong and they deserve lockup. And only planting thing on people children. Carrying them off before the Trinidad and Tobago Magistrate Court. Swearing on the Holy Ghost Bible. And setting up people children and sending them to jail to rot away. And only going about all their life comfortable. I could only imagine how much people would have gone through this. My God.
No, I don't put I'm nothing. I just making sure everything shit. You know me. Yeah, no man, no see. You know that. I know that. I know full respect, man. Huh? Yeah, right on road for the can, son. You know, so man right on road for the after Foxy going up Friday. Take a picture now, bully.
Hey, watch me, listen.
Bully, take the picture now, boy. If you want to challenge it, you want to go against it, take a picture now, boy. I have it here too, take a picture now.
Right? Full.
As long as you're dealing with a big man here, dog, go worry yourself, dog. He's a shit one. Yeah, respect, eh? Tall man has some between now, boy, so we just have to put him on camera too now, boy. Nah, no you, tall man. No you, tall man, you driver. So I have to put you on camera too now, boy. Because you have a problem too now, boy. I give you a little full respect, you know that. The driver.
So I'm heading to the Sandy Grande police station where my son was attacked by two young men, right, in front of the station. And the police saw and they did nothing. The two young men then went straight into the station and get their book signed and left. So I'm going to speak to the senior superintendent there. I went down to Port of Spain and speak to somebody, the person in charge of Professional Standard of Bureau this morning, and I was advised again to go back to the Sandy Grande police station and speak to the inspector. Right? So here am I, heading into the Sandy Grande police station to make a complaint and to speak with the person in charge. So I'm standing here waiting to see, right, the senior superintendent, right? Sukhdev, they say he's in a meeting, the other one is on lunch. So since I put up Officer SRP Lemuel Cortez, right, for what he did to my son, two strange men, right, who my son know, he know of them, he know them, who he never had no bacchanal with, no quarrel, no fights with, meet him in front of the station, beat him up, right, and then walk away and go straight to the station and sign their books and go their merry way, right? So since it happened, my son never had no enemies, he never had no bacchanal with nobody. And two men just jumped him in front of the station, bust his ass, and the police stood there and did nothing. You understand? So here am I, they say come back at 1 o'clock, I'm waiting to see is inspector or whoever in charge. So there I am waiting. So I'm sitting in Mario's waiting until 1 o'clock because they tell me they're not there, come back till 1, right? Inspector Sukhdev, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his rank correctly. Mr. Sukhdev is in a meeting, and the other one, who's also an inspector, Ryan Khan, he is on lunch. That's what they told me, right? So it's always a set of run around when something happens, and they try to speak to the seniors and them to inform them of what's taking place, right? So here it is. Because I put up Lemuel Cortez for what he did to my son, and other people chime in and say their part, what Lemuel Cortez do to them, and whatever it is alleged that he's affiliated with, who the person he's affiliated with. Two men, whom my son know very well, right, meet him and beat him in front of the station. Police was there, they see, and have cameras in front of the station. And up to now, nothing. So I just waiting. We're playing the waiting game, right? We are playing the waiting game. Because one of their family, also they don't have the back of notice and settlement hot. Right? The morning when we were having the protest, not the protest, sorry, we was going to CNC 3. They were hot and bothered in the back there. Right? It had no kind of criminal activities taking place in the back there, but they were hot and bothered. So my son was abused in front of the station, and nobody has seen nothing. Right? Nobody has seen nothing. Right. Also, the same way how they was hot in the back there the day when we had the CNC3 meeting, they're supposed to be hot in the back there now because a man on his way to work, waiting for the transport, was assaulted by two men he never had nothing with. Right? So all of a sudden, I come on social media to complain about Lemuel Cortez. My son is being attacked.